Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we're watching and reacting to San Diego FC versus Portland Timbers FC MLS Cup Playoffs 2025 Western Conference Quarterfinal watch-along, or Western Conference Final, Game 1 of the Western Conference Final, or Quarterfinal. We're not there yet. Oh. Well, that ain't happening. Okay. That ain't happening. Okay. It is what it is. Okay. Jesus. Guess we ain't live on Rumble tonight for this one. Okay. Stupid website. With that being said, we're getting ready to go. Vancouver Whitecaps are still leading 3-0. 1 minutes to go. San Diego FC contra Portland Timbers FC. La Oeste Conferencia Cuartos de Final. Partido 1. Starting 11 for San Diego FC. How we doing, BC? How we doing? How we doing? In goal, we have CJ Dos Santos. The back four of Ian Pilcher, Chris McVeigh. We have Manu Dua and Luca Bombino. The midfield three of Anibal Godoy. We have Yepez Sparkov and Ani Valakari. We have the front three of Amal Pellegrino. We have Corey Baird and Anders Stryer. And then for Portland Timbers in goal, we have James Panamis, the back four of Juan Mosquera, Finn Sermon, Kamal Miller, Forey. The midfield three of David Ayala, Diego Chara, and David DaCosta. And up top, we have Anthony, Felipe Mora, and Christopher Velde for Portland. Timbers are winning. San Diego should win. We're about to get going. Portland and San Diego played each other on decision day, and San Diego beat the hell out of Portland. Will they do better tonight? That's the question. 3-0 for Vancouver, 3-0. Could San Diego win the Cup their inaugural season? Possibly. Possibly. It's possible. I wouldn't say it's likely, but it's possible. Ayala's scoring. We'll see. Says somebody. 3-1 San Diego over Seattle Junior. We'll see. With that being said, we're going to get going. About to get started. And it's 3-0 for the Whitecaps at full time. Whitecaps win game 1 against Dallas. Game 1 is for the Whitecaps. 4 more game 1s to be played. After this, of course. We'll have a review for this after it's over. And San Diego versus Portland. Let's see how it goes at San Diego Stadium. Now, of course, San Diego beat Portland in Portland. On decision day. And it's 9-7 at the half for the Steelers. Okay, you'll take that. Oh, it's 15-7 actually. 16-7. They scored a touchdown. Let's go. Yeah. Love it. San Diego FC LFG. How we doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're about to get going. Steelers have the lead over the Packers. I love to see it. If you don't, so be it. But if you don't, so be it. I do. With that being said, let's get this one going. Steelers up. 15-7. 16-7. So that's a 9-point lead. We played San Diego August 0-0 draw. So hopefully it's more like that for y'all than a 4-0 loss on decision day. It'd be funny. Largest winning margin of the season in F1 for Lando Norris today, 30.3 seconds. That's crazy. With a season of a lot of high times totals. That game was the debut of our new players. I'm going San Diego 3-0. That's well. Referee tonight, Chris Penso. It's about to be a shit show tonight. I think San Diego's winning 5-1, says Scooty. Carol Ann Chenard, the VAR referee. Here we go. San Diego wearing blue. San Diego wearing blue. And Galaxy or Portland wearing their nature jerseys. Cream with a green. I like it. I do. But with that being said, about to begin. Portland Timbers versus San Diego. Can Portland do better? Chara and Sermon are starting to feel more comfortable. Same 11. No rotation from the wild card win where they won 3-1. Chris Penso grew a beard. Oh, he's about to be evil now, ain't he? He's about to be evil now. Here we go. 0-0. Settle. We begin. Review for this game once it's over, and then I'll make the 3 World Series game 3, 4, and 5 streams after the review is up. $40 seconds. Throw in. Let's see how bad it got for Portland early on decision day. It got bad early, I thought, for Portland. It got bad early, I thought, on decision day. They played a game in between, so that's kind of like a positive, though. 26 minute, yeah, it got bad early. So if they don't score by like the 30th minute, you're doing better. Kings score 3-1. Well, good for them. I kind of want to see the Kings do well this year. I won't lie. Like, I kind of want to see the Kings go for a run on Anze Kopitar's last season. I didn't say win it, but, don't make Anze Kopitar go out a loser, Like, at least try. Like, at least try to get to the playoffs and go at least 2 rounds. And for the love of God, don't let the Kings or don't let the Oilers beat you again. For the love of God. For the love of God. Corey Perry's there too. Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, they might actually go to the Stanley Cup then. I forgot. I mean, I would love revenge for 1993, but I don't think the Leafs are good enough for 1993. The Western Conference Final. I don't think the Leafs are good enough to make the Stanley Cup this year, and I don't even think they're good enough to make the playoffs. It could change, but they don't look pretty right now. But for me, I got to say, it would be nice if it was Kings versus Leafs in the Stanley Cup Final. I want some revenge for I want some revenge for Dougie Gilmour. They didn't call the slash. They didn't call it. They should have called the slash. We would have went to the Stanley Cup final if they did. We got screwed. We got screwed. Either way. 3 minutes in. I mean, of course, I still live vicariously through 1993 highlights when it comes to the Jays. Of course, I still am angry vicariously at 1993 when it comes to the Leafs. Of course I am. You weren't even alive. Of course I'm still. Either way. That's why I need the Jays to win. I'm tired of living off highlights. Either way. Portland playing forward. At least when it comes to the Leafs, I can't really live off highlights. They only have pictures of winning the Stanley Cup. So, that's even worse, really. At least 93 is like somewhat close. It was within a decade. Well, they have video of 67, but I ain't seen no Stanley Cup video on YouTube from 1967. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough. I don't see old 67 Stanley Cup video on freaking YouTube. I can find pictures, though. Maybe I ain't looking hard enough. Either way, maybe I don't really want to look. Maybe I don't really want to look because, like, Stanley Cup 1967, my dad wasn't even alive. Like, that was 3 generations ago. 67 was 3 generations ago. Why would I want to look? At least 1993 was less than a decade before I was born. At least I can sort of live vicariously through the highlights and lows of that time. Old-time hockey. Like, why would I live vicariously through some only my grandparents could have seen? I don't think that makes any sense. That's a little bit of a stretch. Corner. Old-time hockey. I mean, when I think of old-time hockey, I think of like the 80s. I think of like Wayne Gretzky, Messier, ball crossed in, Guy Lafleur. Shot saved! Saved by Panamist. Don Cherry, even though he wasn't really a good player, he was more coach and then talking head. But Don Cherry, you know, I know. The curse of Harold Ballard. And his freaking corpse is still buried under the Maple Leaf Gardens. At this point, I think we should just exhume it. Even if it's the Loblaws. You know, I think at this point we should just exhume Harold Ballard's corpse from the Maple Leaf Gardens, even if it's just the Loblaws. I don't know exactly where it's buried, but yeah, no, part of the Maple Leaf Gardens now is a grocery store. Yeah, no joke. Or at least it was for a while. Either way, yeah, dig up Harold Ballard's body and throw it to the lake. That might work. I don't know. That might work. James Panamist Prime. He did well there. Well, I mean, it's not the arena we're playing in. I just think we got to dig up his body and throw it to the lake. You know, that's probably that'll probably do it. I don't know if you can exorcise demons from a stadium where he isn't buried under. I don't know if you can. Yeah, just throw it into the lake. That makes more sense. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, but no, Harold Ballard buried himself under the Maple Leaf Gardens. That freaking narcissist. 8 minutes in. Worth a try. Can you really only... How would you do an exorcism on a building? Like, how would you do an exorcism on a building, to be real? Like, I'm not too sure. Like, how would you even do that? 8 minutes in. Like, how would you even do that? I don't know. Like what? Just spray freaking hose of holy water on the building or something? I don't know. Uh, well, I mean, there's probably some good nature spots in Oregon. Shot saved by Panamis. What a save. Kind of standing on his head so far. San Diego's had some really good chances. I don't know. Colorado or Oregon? What's the better farmland? Better nature land? That's my answer. I definitely would love to visit Colorado, but I think I got to lean Oregon. I mean, they're both. I'm sure if there is farming, the subsidies aren't great there, but on either place. But I think I'd lean Oregon, but I'd love to visit Colorado. I mean, they both have good nature, which, frankly, I'm gonna be real. NFL at the half, the Steelers lead by 9. Lovely. Steelers lead by 9. There's a lot of... Okay, 10 minutes in. I'd love to see nature in both places when it comes to Portland or Oregon and Colorado. I'm sure there'll be good camping spots in both places. I'm sure. I'm very sure. Because honestly, when it comes to traveling, there's I won't say a part of me, but there's as many camping spots that I want to go to and cities I want to go to, you know, in both cases, like when it's traveling. Like, I'd love to go to Japan, of course. I'd love to go to Tokyo. Hell, I mean, I'm sure there's probably a cool Japanese camping kind of hideaway spot as well in Japan. I'm sure. I mean, if you could find them, you could find them. That'd be kind of cool, though. Either way, kind of cool, though. Either way, Aaron Rodgers' revenge. Yep. Y'all defended pretty well, though, until you blew it or allowed a goal. Oh, yeah. Springfield, Oregon, I guess. It depends on how bad they get eliminated. If they do what they did last year, I'm going to rant on them and troll them. If they just lose and lose, if they just lose normally, no, I really can't. It's the MLS Cup playoffs anyway. If they lose normally in like the Eastern Conference Final or the MLS Cup, I can't really troll them. If they get blown out or they blow a freaking 1-0 series lead again, no, I will. I'll troll them. But depends on how they lose. But with that being said, I mean, there's a lot of places. But with that being said, 13 minutes in, I gotta say, there's a lot of things traveling wise. There's like a lot of camping type expeditions I'd want to do, and there's also cities that I want to go to. I think I would say 60-40. 60-40 cities, but definitely want to travel a lot. So I don't trust Cincinnati as far as I could throw them. I think Miami loses to Philly, in my opinion. In my opinion. Playing forward, Portland. Miami, LAFC, Vancouver, San Diego are the 4 possible teams to win MLS Cup. Oh, Philly's going to be pissed at you for that one. They're going to be pissed at you for that one. Playing forward. Good effort. Good effort. DaCosta, good idea. What happened to Olivier Giroud? He went back to Europe. He's playing for Lille now. Basically is the Jonathan David replacement. He's at Lille now. He went back to Europe. Not like that makes any sense, but whatever. 14-10. Playing forward. Well, no, Lorenzo Insigne didn't either. The only reason it looks worse for Giroud is he didn't last as long in MLS. Yeah, so pretty much anybody in the West. I said as much. The East does not have any teams who could beat Vancouver or LAFC. And whoever makes the Cup final is going to be one of those two. I don't think San Diego beats Vancouver or LAFC. I don't think Seattle does. I don't think Portland does. I don't think anybody on the northern side of the Western bracket, or whatever you want to call it, is going to beat Vancouver or LAFC in the conference final. Vancouver or LAFC, there is no team in the East. Even if Philly has home field, they cannot beat them. I don't think so, because Philly needs the ball at their feet to do damage. They ain't going to get it with Vancouver or LAFC. The ball will be at their feet on the road. It ain't going to be pretty. At least that's the way I see it. But either way, th minute. Miami lost to Dallas this season. Yeah, I heard that. I don't know why they'd not let him go to CONCACAF. Like, I don't totally get it, really. I 17th minute. Playing forward. I mean, why would you not let him go to CONCACAF? I think Vancouver will beat LAFC. Honestly, I think so too. I have them winning the MLS Cup. And that, it doesn't hurt as much as like Montreal winning the MLS Cup. But it makes me feel like Toronto's really, truly failing. Like, let's put it like this. If you know college football, and Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and Southern Miss, that's like Southern Miss being the best team in Mississippi. out of the 3. That should not be happening. That world is upside down. If there was a world where Southern Miss is the best team in Mississippi in college football, and any sport really, the world's upside down. So, yes, Vancouver being the MLS Cup champions, this world is upside down. And being the best team in Canada, this world is upside down. Hmm. 19th minute. 2017 wasn't so long ago. Toronto, there's only one way they're good, and I've said the line enough. You know what line it is. You know exactly what line you know the line. You know the line. There's only one way to win and fix this damn universe into what it should be. There's only one way. You know the line. 19th minute. Playing forward. Vamos San Diego a ganar. Saludos. Saludos San Diego. Saludos. Playing forward Portland. Only if Messi has to do some magic to do that. Let me tell you, at least in the MLS Cup final, he could do it against Philly, but Suarez might have to absolutely just run into a couple, you know? Vamos Toronto says. You know, you just have to run into a couple at this point. I don't know. Suarez just have to run into a couple, you know? I don't know. I can't believe he's not retiring. Like, I swear, man. Like, I don't get it. Saved by Panama. It's like Jordi Alba's retiring. I get Busquets. Well, good for him. I thought he might not make it. And he was not going full Albert Pujols, let me tell you. They win a trophy lot? Oh, the Shield. Oh, right. The Shield counts, at least in that type of stat. Okay. I contend, no, they didn't. I contend they didn't. But I guess the Shield only matters in their case, even though they didn't get the job done, because that's what sent them to the Club World Cup. So I guess it counts. It's the most fraudulent Shield of all time, but the most meaningful one as well. I don't get it. Yes. Like, I guarantee you there's going to be some bullshit. I didn't say it would work, but they're going to pull some bullshit to try to get him there when the games get tougher. Trust me, they're going to pull some bullshit. But you predicted Vancouver to win, because if I predicted by the fact if these games are not screwed upon, they will win the MLS Cup. I believe Vancouver is the best team right now in MLS and the hottest team. Either that or LAFC, but they have to play each other, and Vancouver has home. Off the post! Shot goal! Valakari puts away the rebound! Ani Valakari gives San Diego the lead! Ay, that just sucks. Goal. Goal for Ani Valakari. Ay. That's not the way. Yeah, that's not good. Seems to probably be going just as bad as decision day. And he's right there to put away the rebound. That one was coming, yeah. Dua takes the shot off the post. Valakari's right there. And maybe he's on an offside position, but he nutmegs Panamis. Dua takes the shot off the post to Valakari. And he puts in the rebound, nutmegging Panamis, 23-minute. And it counts. 23-minute, 1-0, 1-0. Yeah, that didn't surprise me. I hate it, though. Like, he's onside. I was seeing if they were... Of course, you're going to put your hands up when it's close. But you know what? Of course, you're going to put your hands up when it's close. But I was trying to see what I saw. Just because you put your hands up doesn't mean, you know. And Pellegrino scores a second. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Offside. Offside. Oh, okay. I was like, no way. No way y'all didn't. No way. Not again. Offside Pellegrino. 1-0 San Diego. 1-0. Ay, ay, ay. Game over if not. Don't flinch. Let's see what happens here. He doesn't think it's offside. VAR check. Oh, Green Bay has the ball. Ball over the top. Let's see. It's if Valakari. I think Valakari was the one who was offside. So, yep, offside. Portland gets a stay of execution. Because let's be honest, if that was scored, that'd been game. That would have been game. That was something. $26-minute. There's another one coming. Yeah, I agree. I think San Diego is going to just start steamrolling them. That's exactly what happened on decision day. When Portland gave one up, they got steamrolled. Then San Diego just started steamrolling them. And I think we might have a similar situation here. Free kick for San Diego. I think we might have a similar situation here. If Portland can't hold to like the 35th minute, they're getting steamrolled. Just to say. Playing forward. San Diego gets a back free kick for Portland. $27th minute. $28th minute. We will watch this play out. And it's still 7-16 when it comes to Green Bay and Pittsburgh, as far as I know. Third quarter. Playing forward, San Diego. Free kick for Portland. Playing forward, Portland. Played over the top. Here's a chance. Shot saved by DeSantos. Mora could not get there. Damn, that was the moment. I think that was the moment to get the game back tied. Forey has the ball at his feet. Forey plays it wide to Velde. Velde crosses it in, and nobody's there. Portland's pushing. They're trying to punch back. Advantage played, but they'll be with San Diego. 29th minute. Oh. Twenty-ninth minute. Portland really should have got some there. That was not the way it should have been. Playing forward, cross shot, goal! Goal! San Diego under Stryer scores 2-0, and here comes the steamroll. '30th minute, 2-0. Goals to settle. Oh boy. Here comes the steamroll. Here comes the steamroll. But there you go. San Diego's a powerhouse MLS team. Portland isn't really that good right now. Anders Dreyer scores. Yes, San Diego does have a good offense, but it's not at the same level of LAFC and Vancouver's punch for punch. The reason why it looks so good is because you played Portland 2 games in a row, and they've only won 2 games in 11. So Portland came in absolutely fumbling. Let's be real. And just because they beat RSL doesn't mean they're good again, I guess. But this seems like absolute deja vu so far, frankly. Ain't pretty. I'll tell you that right now. It ain't pretty. Deja vu. San Diego's good, but they ain't LAFC or Vancouver. I still stand by that. Just because Portland is only won, 2 games in 11? They've absolutely came in cold. Playing forward, 33rd minute. Portland need a better manager than Phil Neville. Well, I think Rory might agree with you. I won't lie. Dreyer Understryer loses the ball there. Got squeezed, and he lost the ball. Tackle. Rory's starting to agree with you that maybe Phil needs to be fired. Playing forward, Portland. Velde. Setting up for the shot. Playing forward, 33rd minute. MLS Next Pro, I'm going to guess YouTube. It's either Apple TV or MLS Next Pro YouTube channel. It's either or. I would guess it's either or is my point. Probably. I mean, outside of the U.S., well, I don't know. If it's on MLS Next Pro, it's probably, or Apple TV, it's probably on Apple TV no matter what, but maybe. Go check the MLS Next Pro YouTube channel. It's possible. It's 1-1, 55th minute, and own goal, and he's on the, well, hold on. Wayne Frederick's on the bench. They didn't even start him. VPN, Apple TV. He's on the bench. Frederick's on the bench. Wayne Frederick's on the bench. They sent him down to play a frickin' whatever. He's on the bench. He's on the bench. What are they doing? Understryer always scores. It pisses me off. He's good. "35th minute. 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Playing forward. It's called a watch-along. Conference semifinal, so quarterfinal. Fully. Velde takes a shot. Goal! Christopher Velde gets one back for Portland. Christopher Velde with a good run. It's 2-1. "36 minute. 36-minute Velde. Good play. Chara plays it forward. They make a run. Cross over to Velde. Velde dekes the defender and takes the shot past CJ Dos Santos. And it's 2-1. Anthony with the assist. And Portland might still be alive. 36th minute. Tie the game to go to penalties. They got time. They got less than an hour, but they got time. Conference semifinal. The conference semifinal, which means it's the quarterfinals of the whole tournament. The conference final is the semifinal of the whole tournament. Then the MLS Next Pro Cup is the final. It's 14-16, Pittsburgh, Green Bay. 38th minute. "2-1. Dos uno." Steelers are up 2. Sure, are San Diego going to bottle it? I'm not sure. Conference quarterfinals are the round of 16 of the MLS Next Pro tournament, final tournament. The conference quarterfinals or the conference semifinals or the quarterfinals of the tournament, because there's 8 teams left, 4 in each conference. Conference final is the semifinals of the tournament because there's 4 teams left, 2 in each conference. MLS Next Pro Cup is the final 2 teams playing each other. 1 per conference. Are San Diego going to bottle it? I would hope. Well, for Rory's sake and because I want to see him do it. Yeah, I hope so, but probably not. But at least Portland aren't getting steamrolled. They finally figured it out. Freaking 3 halves in. At least they got one this time. Valde's our new Blanco. You know what? I can kind of see it. 39th minute. 2-1. One more half, we'll review the game, and then I'll make my 3 streams for the World Series Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We'll make the Thursday streams on Wednesday night or something. Either way, 39th minute. I got to see what's going on with the Hurricane anyway, because that's going to definitely change things for the CONCACAF tournament anyway. But and the Raptors lose to Dallas. Jesus. Well, they let you lift a trophy. Like, if you win the conference final, you have a conference champion's trophy, but it doesn't count to your trophy count. Like, they don't count that as a full. It is weird, actually. The Western Conference final conference champion trophy does not count as a trophy. Like, you don't, as in, it's not like a supporter's shield. It's not like a Leagues Cup. It's not like the MLS Cup. That you win the conference, you get to lift a trophy, but they don't count that as. Toronto, if they counted it, would be 3-time Eastern Conference champions. But they don't. I don't even know if they have them in the trophy case. I don't like it either. I mean, we've won 3 conference trophies. That should be in our trophy case. But same with MLS Next Pro. You get to lift a conference trophy, but it's not counted as a trophy. Like, it's not counted in your honors. Because American sports has conference champions. But at least when you're... Hell, frankly, I don't even know. I don't even know if a conference champion in MLS gets a ring. I don't even know if that they do that. At least when it comes to the MLB. When it comes to the MLB, when you're the American League or National League champion, you get a ring. Even if you lose the World Series, you get a ring for winning the pennant of your league. Same with the NFL. If you win the AFC or NFC, even if you lose the Super Bowl, you get a smaller ring for winning your conference, but not winning the Super Bowl. NBA, I don't know if they do it in the NBA either. It's kind of a more low-key thing. I think you do get the trophy, and they count the trophy as a conference champion, but I don't think so. And hockey's the weirdest. You win the Campbell Bowl or the Prince of Wales trophy by winning your conference in the playoffs of hockey, the NHL. You don't even touch it. There's barely teams who touch those trophies because they think if you touch the conference trophy, you won't win the Stanley Cup. So they don't even care. They take a picture next to it and skate back to the locker room. WNBA, I don't know enough about that to comment. I don't know enough about that to comment. But I don't think so. I don't think so. Free kick for San Diego, 44th minute. I don't think they do, but I don't think they count the conference trophy. No. What's the point then? I couldn't tell you. Shot saved by Panamis. Gracias. Gracias. 44th minute. I don't know. I don't know what the point is. It's just American sports. Like every league has a conference final that leads to the big final. In the world, in the MLB, you have the NL Championship, the NLCS, and the ALCS. As you saw, the Toronto Blue Jays won the American League, and the Dodgers won the National League. But next week, they're going to play the Sabao O&M match first leg next week on Thursday, and then the second leg would be the Thursday after. So they pushed it down a week. Now, my question, and I think they should be able to do that because by Thursday, Melissa's going to be speeding off to the Northeast. They should be able to do that, the DR, and it won't get hit as much. My question is what's going to happen to the second leg of the Mount Pleasant game, because Mount Pleasant is in Jamaica. Wednesday is the day after Melissa hits, and it's going to be a Cat 5. How the hell are they going to play that game? Frankly, I'm even worried about how they're going to play the freaking World Cup qualifiers. You certainly ain't going to be able to play a game a day after a hurricane in Jamaica. You certainly ain't going to do that. So you're just going to cancel it and make it a one-legged tie after they won 5-1 Mount Pleasant? I think that's a smarter idea. Like, what's the point of playing the second leg when it's obvious? Like, why play it out? Or do you send them to Florida and make them play it? Host it in Trinidad. Well, they've kind of calmed down a little bit. Or host it in the DR, like you do with Haiti. Haiti has to play their games in the DR, you know? How about you let Jamaica, how about you send them to the DR and have them play it on Wednesday? Estadio Sabao. Kill two birds with one stone. And then whatever you got to do with the Jamaica World Cup qualifiers, you do. Well, one of them, because I think one of them they play in Trinidad, and then I think they play the last game at home, yeah? Something like that. Haiti's another case, though. I know, but there is precedent, and a hurricane that just hit is just as damaging. Steelers lead 19-14. You got to get it played. And it's already a second leg. Like, what? You're going to postpone it a week just to play it in Jamaica? I don't know. 47th minute, 2 more minutes to go. I guess you could, but I'd say just play the DR on Wednesday. Have them fly to the Dominican Republic and have them play on Wednesday there, and then let the other team play in the DR on Thursday. Same stadium. There you go. It's a 5-1 tie. Like, if you have to play a second leg, just get it over with. I know. I'd say football, soccer. When I mean football, I mean soccer, football. You know, I think that's my favorite. Playoff hockey's a second close. I'm only doing baseball because the Blue Jays are in the World Series / the playoffs. and I got to do most of it. But because the Jays made the World Series, I like playoff baseball, but would I be making streams of it if the Jays weren't there? No, I would not be. I would not be. So, football. So, I think just like how I say I love sports, association football, 1A, hockey, 1B. Like it's right tied pretty much, especially playoff hockey, which I don't even know if we'll be able to do. I don't know if Canada's going to make the World Junior Final, and I don't know if the Leafs are going to make the playoffs. So, go San Diego, says somebody. How we doing? So, that's where that is. But with that being said, we'll shortly be at the half, and Portland are still alive. Free kick for San Diego. That should be the last kick of the half. San Diego looked to be starting to steamroll Portland, but Portland gets one back, and they have a chance here. Morocco t-shirt when at some point. 49th minute. Maybe. We'll see. We're fine back. I like that, says Rory. Last kick of the half. Pilcher fixing up his shoe. Olympico. O&M are playing at Estadio Olympico. Felix Sanchez. Cibao. Cibao to Estadio. Cibao. Exactly. I'm talking about the Jamaica Mount Pleasant game. I'm talking about what do we do there. 50th minute. One more kick of the half. We'll take a short break. After the half, we'll talk about the stats and get this one going. Oh, Manny Machado's at the game. Manny Machado's at that San Diego FC game. Well, Finn Sermon's on Portland, yes. Save by Panamas. 50th minute. That should be halftime. It is. 2-1 at the half. 2-1. Miro tiempo. We'll take a short break at the half. Talk about the stats. Get this one going. Portland can fight back. I know. Do you realize there's a Category 5 hurricane about to hit Jamaica on Monday night, Tuesday morning? There's no way they're going to be able to play a game on Wednesday in Jamaica, is my point. So they either postpone it a week, which I don't even think that's possible, or they move somewhere else to play the game and finish out the tie. That's a 5-1 score line for Mount Pleasant. Or just have it be a one-legged tie and let the chips fall where they may. Hell, even if they had to be 5-3, still a game. With that being said, we'll sit tight. We'll get there. Short break. We'll be back. Sit tight. 2-1, 2-1, miro tiempo. Okay, so the announced for CONCACAF Caribbean Cup, the match at National Stadium, originally scheduled for October 30th, will now take place on November 5th with a kickoff schedule at 6 p.m. Eastern between Mount Pleasant and Defense Force. Okay, so they're pushing it a week. I don't think that makes much sense, but you know what? Okay. I don't think that makes much sense, but okay. With that being said, we'll take a short break, or we'll talk about the stats of the half. How much longer do we have? 5:55. Okay. Stats of the half: 63% possession to 37% possession, 10 shots to 3. We have 5 shots on goal to 3. We have 342 accurate passes, 92% to 183, 84%. 8 fouls to 5, 2 corners to 0, 10 shots to 3, 1 shot off goal to 0, 5 shots on target to 3. 371 pass to 218, 92% pass accuracy to 84. We have 5 throws to 6, 1 offside to 1, 0 yellow cards to 0, 0 red cards to 0, 10 shots to 3, 5 shots on goal to 3. We have 2-1 San Diego FC, 2-1. Honestly, there was a moment where I was like, you know what? Portland might just be steamrolled. I think Portland's fighting hard and trying not to lose. And Green Bay has a lead against the Steelers. Steelers are down by 3, by the way. 14 minutes left. Shit. So Josh Jacobs ran for a touchdown. 2-point conversion was good. Romeo Dobbs caught it. Steelers down 3. Jesus. With that being said, Portland, I think they're fighting hard. San Diego have been the better team, and I thought they were about to steamroll Portland after those first 2 goals. But Velde has given Portland some life, and they have 45 minutes to score another and send it to penalties. And I would hope they do, personally. We'll review the game once it's over. I'll make the streams for next 3 days after we're done here, and we'll push. We'll push on. We'll push on. But score on the Rapids 2 game is weighing on. Hold on. A 1-1 tie the last time I checked, but let's bring it all the way. It is 2-2, 83rd minute. 2-2, 83rd minute. Harris scored. Then Adam Bua tied it up. My bad. And no substitutions yet for Colorado. Wayne Frederick is not on the pitch yet. They have made no subs. I'll keep it up, though. Honestly, I picked San Diego to win the tie because I thought they would, but I want Portland to win this game. And I want Portland to win MLS Cup, but I think Vancouver's going to win it, in my opinion. So do with that what you will. But But we got minutes to go before the second half starts. I agree. They were right to reschedule it. But here's the problem. Do you really think after what's going to happen with this storm in Jamaica that anything's going to be playable in a week like that? I hope it is playable in a week, but trust me, hell no, it ain't. We won a playoff game. We're competing with San Diego so far. I feel a lot better about our season now, even though we had a lot of ups and downs. We're going to continue to battle. We're going to see what happens here. It's only one game, and if it doesn't go well, I wouldn't talk till the playoffs are over, in my opinion. I'll tell you that right now. If I were you, I would not talk till the playoffs are completely over and then take it as a whole. Like, you can't just sit here. I don't know why the hell he ain't playing, especially since the freaking Rapids aren't even. Nope, there was only one sub. Only one sub for the two. Anthony Garcia on for Rapids 2. 85th minute, still 2-2. I don't know. That coach is an idiot, I guess. But second half's about to start. 45 minutes. We'll review the game once the half is over. And push on. Oh, look at that. Game 5. The Blue Jays are going to have watch parties at the Sky Dome for game 3, 4, and 5, I guess. Rojas back for game 2. I think, yeah, y'all need him for sure. Ha! Ha! Second half, here we go. I heard he's a good prospect on Fulham's U23 side. I don't know if he's better than that Luke De Fugero kid, though. I don't know. I don't know if he's better than that Luke De Fugero kid, though. I'm not sure. Oh, my. I'm sure. I hope I was just I hope that was like we're playing along with it. Not I just either way. $46 minute, 2-1. Playing forward, 47th minute. Only if they seem to be going to Europe soon, but I would rather, if I was Trinidad, I would rather send players who are in MLS or in Europe who are very well performing in those countries. I don't think it makes any sense. Like, if Kevin Molino wants to be on the national team, let him. I'm not saying don't do that. But, like, there are players where you probably should try to at least push them on to Europe or MLS. And by not calling them up as local players once it's time for them to move on, it helps them move on, I would say. 48th minute, in my opinion. But either way, these local players are not good at all. Molino came in the league and cakewalked it. He still got it. Oh. Steelers gave the ball back, I guess. Shit. That's probably the game. 48th minute. Playing forward. Even versus Mount Pleasant, he was the only solid one. And then defense force got smashed. Hopefully y'all are good enough to get third place. And you have to hope. Playing forward, 50th minute. Still want to see us in the Champions Cup. It's been too damn long. .49, getting to the 50th minute, 2-1, 2-1. Playing forward. '50th minute. Plus contracts will come just like Cavaliers players left. Yeah. Playing forward, shot. What the hell? What a save. Corner, I think. Seattle's in the playoffs. Yeah. The Sounders are in the playoffs. Hopefully it's less heartbreaking than the Mariners. Seattle will go far. I don't know if they'll win. I don't think they beat Vancouver or let me be real, I don't think when it comes down to it, I don't think Seattle beats Vancouver or LAFC in the conference final. I think Seattle goes to the conference final. I do. I think they beat San Diego because of their playoff, experience and how they won the Leagues Cup and how their form's been better since. I think Seattle can't. I do not think Seattle beats, even though it'll be on the road, I think Seattle. I mean, what'd Seattle do to LAFC last year? What'd they do to them last year, the first seed? Yeah, beat them on the road. It's not the first time. And Green Bay scores a touchdown. Green Bay scores a touchdown with an extra point. 29-19. They lead by 10. Damn it. Packers lead by 10 over the Steelers. Shit. 52 minutes. 29-19. Well, there you go. They kicked the extra point, 29-19. 10-point lead for the Packers. 53rd minute. 10:57 to go. At least there's time. Not much, but at least there's some. Playing forward, 53rd minute. 2-1, dos uno. Dos uno. Playing forward. Playing forward, 54th minute. '54th minute. Velde did such a good job again now of that tight space. Velde's a damn good player, man. He's so good. They could get some players around him. They could get some. I'm not going to say Portland's got a bad team, but they gotta gel together. Like, if they could just gel together with him around them and like make him the centerpiece, there you go. I think there you go. Because here's the thing. I think there's a possibility, and it's going to be full-time 2-2, waiting for extra time for Colorado, the town. So, shot, rebound, chipped, and over the bar. Corner for San Diego. Put over the bar by Corey Baird. Good save for Panamas. Like, for me, you got to look at it from, I think when it comes to San Diego or Portland, when it comes to Portland, I think there's a part where they all, like all of Anthony, DaCosta, Mora, and Velde, think they're the crown jewel. And I think that's part of the problem. How's this not 3-1? Bad luck. Some good Panamas saves. Punched away. Could have caught it. Dua plays it on. Ball crossed in. I think playing forward. Playing through Anthony. CJ Dos Santos gets there. Panamas looked like a Panther there. Well, yeah, he had a good point there. '56 minute. So close. Good try, Velde. '56 minute. If Portland gets a second goal, they might get to the penalty. To the penalty shootout. Not extra time. That's after the international break. '56 minute. Playing forward. Playing forward, Bombino. Playing forward, throw in. Throw in. Throw in. And De La Torre, Luca De La Torre coming in for San Diego. Luca De La Torre coming in for San Diego for Corey Baird. Oh, so we're just gonna go like a 6 for a striker. That's genius. That's a genius play. That is a genius play, not. Genius play, not. Playing forward, 58th minute. I hope you lose. Genius play, not. 58th minute. Playing forward. Playing forward. 58th minute of football. Getting close to the hour mark. And a penalty shootout looking more and more likely. Playing forward. Playing forward. Portland getting it back. Hour mark away from possibly free kick for San Diego. Huh? That doesn't really make any sense, in my opinion. I don't like that call, but either way. 60th minute. 2-1, 2-1. Balakari. Velde is better than Balde. 60th minute. And the Packers got the ball back. Damn it. Packers got the ball back. Yeah, the Steelers are going to lose. 61st minute. I think the Steelers are cooked. Maybe the Steelers are frauds again. Who knows? Playing forward. Shot! Wide! Wide! Goal kick for CJ Dos Santos. Portland. That could have been the moment. That could have been the moment. What a miss. Anthony. That looked more like United Anthony than Timbers Anthony. Anthony. Holy shite. That exactly. I'm going to be real. That looked like United Anthony. You don't need to chip that. You need to hit it first time. Exactly. That looked like United Anthony. That joke doesn't work anymore. He was good with Betis, the United one. I know. They're two different guys. I know. I just had to, whatever. It's fine. Free kick for Velde, 63rd minute. Try to be too clever there. Yep. And it might have just costed him. Header over the bar by Kamal Miller. Kamal was so close. I thought he had that. I thought he had that. Header over the bar. So, third time charm, I would hope so. Playing forward, 63rd minute, another massive miss. If the Timbers don't get this to penalties, they're going to regret both of those. Those were both scorable goals. They're going to regret both of those. They're going to regret both of those, I swear. Score on the Rapids, too, is Wayne on. They're in extra time, and Colorado just scored. It's 2-3. They scored a penalty the 92nd minute, and Rosa scored, and Wayne Frederick is still on the bench. Only one sub for them. 3 for the town, which is the Earthquakes youth team or reserve team. But, yeah, Wayne Frederick's still on the bench. Unless Bot Mob just doesn't know he's on the bench. 64th minute. Over the top. Yellow card. Yellow card for Forey. Ain't no way. Let me go check the MLS Next Pro website. Let me see what that says. I don't know where Font Mob's getting their shit from. Forey gets a yellow. So let's see. Ball played over the top by Veldy. Oh, it's on. Oh, it's season pass. Header. Exactly how is it? Oh, he was just standing there. How is that a yellow? 65th minute. That just makes no sense. Okay. Match details. Let's see. Lineups. No, he didn't get subbed on. Nope. He has not been subbed on. Wayne Frederick has not been subbed on. Nope. Still on the bench. Chris Penso, that's what? How we doing, William? Honestly, I agree. It is crazy. Colorado Rapids 2 have the lead 3-2. 98th minute of extra time because yellow card. Chris Penso's going show. Second red. Wait, second yellow is now a red. And he's off. Not again. No. Forey is off with a second yellow card. He is off. Not again. Oh, my God. Not for the second time in a year. Because wasn't it him who got the double yellows against America that knocked him out of the Leagues Cup? Wasn't it him? I could have sworn. 40 goes for the... What? How? He had his legs stuck out. He had to run through it. How is that a red? Oh, my God. This is just as bullshit. This is just as bullshit as the America one. Holy shit. It's one thing to do it twice in big games. It's another to... No way. Chris Penso just blew this game for Portland. The first yellow was nothing, and the second one was nothing. That was the softest. Dude, what is he supposed to do when he's running into his leg? He did nothing wrong. Besides being in the wrong place the wrong time. Dude, that is bullshit. Chris Penso, you are a freaking horrible referee. That is, I don't know, man. No. I mean, he was just standing there when the ball hit him, got a yellow card, and then just stands there, get ran into. What? How? I don't, Jesus Christ, man. He got screwed. Chris Penso's a rat. Jesus Christ. Well, I said it was going to be a shit show. Here it is. 32-19 for the Packers with 5 minutes left. Yeah, they're going to win the game. Penso's a fraud. Yep. Trash. And Ted Uncle's bad too, but at least he's retired, right? I think he's retired. Yeah, I think the Steelers are about to lose to the Packers. I think, yeah, the Packers are about to win. What? 29, 30, 31, 32. 13-point lead. 13-point lead for the Packers with 4 minutes. I don't think the Steelers are going to. And the question is, they're going to kick it off. Yeah. So, Steelers got to score quick. I don't know if they will. 69th minute. If they give away the ball, it's over. If they don't score quickly, it's over. Playing forward, 69th minute. '69th minute. Tori Penso's a good ref. I mean, she's one of the better refs. If Forge makes the final, they're going to win. They got to beat Calvary to do it. If Calvary plays Ottawa in the final, Calvary or Ottawa's going to win the CPL. If Forge plays Ottawa, they ain't losing twice to the same team. But they did last year. They ain't going to do it again. They kind of got screwed today, too. They still have another chance to make the final in the CPL format. If they make it, they're going to win. While in Ottawa. If Calvary makes it, I think Ottawa wins. Let's put it like that. I don't think Calvary wins. 70th minute. I think this game's probably cooked. And there's a chance. Shot! Wide. Wide for San Diego. Valakari. See how the Steelers do. If they kick it away, it's over. 71 minutes. I got to say someone. 103. Colorado Rapids 2. We're 2 minutes away from halftime of extra time. With a lead. Smith on for Mora. DeCosta for Omir Fernandez. Oh. I have no idea. It's either Gunther or Tony D'Angelo. There's worse in MLS. She doesn't do bad in MLS. Play. That's my point. That's what we're talking about here. Cleared away. Honestly, I know you gave up 2 goals, Portland, and the Packers got the ball back. I guess the Steelers threw a pick. Yeah, the game's over. Yeah, that game's over. Steelers will lose. I think Steelers just threw a pick. Steelers going to lose to the Packers. Wrong. Sverkov. Alex Mighton on for San Diego. Looks to me San Diego's going to get game 1 thanks to yeah, they played well. They got 2 goals, but as Portland was finally starting to get their momentum and maybe get ahead, Chris Penso went and power tripped and screwed him. 73rd minute. '74th minute. Katia Garcia is a good referee, though. That was a bad game, though. '74th minute. '75th minute. I said she had a bad game, but normally she's a good ref. That's all I was saying. That was a bad game. I did say it was a bad game, though, didn't I? Normally, she's a good ref. Don't care. I'm a happy man. Don't need to answer that question. I'm a happy man. I don't need to answer that question. Have no reason to. 76th minute. Have no reason to. '76th minute. Politician answer. Well, it's true. It's true. I'm a happy man. I have no reason to have to answer that question or want to answer that question. I feel like those questions should only be answered when you're unhappy or single. If you're happy, it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. '76th minute. I mean, I'm glad San Diego hasn't scored again, but this game's getting boring. Chris Penso is a jackass. That was the worst. Like, I can kind of understand why Forey got the 2 yellows against America, even though it was bullshit. I can kind of understand. This was just power tripping. This was power tripping. I don't like it. I don't like it. 77th minute. '78th minute. Velde nearly. I hope somehow. 78th minute. They found a way. And Godoy is down. Godoy is down. But again, and Panamis is down hurt. Oh. James Panamis is down. 78th minute. 12 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Well, here's bad news. They're just stretching on his leg. Lars Nootbaar will miss the World Baseball Classic for Japan because he may start the 2026 season for the Cardinals on the injured list following his surgery. So that sucks. So, save, cleared, and he got ran into already. Jesus Christ. Your own guy. Okay, he's walking corner. But what was I saying? I forgot. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh. Oh, yeah. Sad to see Lars Nootbaar not be able to be at the World Baseball Classic. '80th minute. Thank God Vancouver never won CCL. 81st minute. We'll review the game once it's over. I'll make my streams for Frank Wilson, the associate head coach of the LSU Tigers, will serve as the interim head coach. So, yeah, Brian Kelly just got fired. Brian Kelly just got fired by LSU. I mean, they got their shit rocked by TAMU. I mean, honestly, rightfully so. But they were acting like they'd win the freaking Natty this year, and then Nuss Bus broke down. 82 minutes. Score in the Rapids 2 game. It is 3-2 into the second half of stoppage time, 105 minutes. 82 minutes. 105 minutes, 3-2 Colorado. The winner plays Minnesota United 2, who just beat St. Louis earlier today. Philadelphia Union will play Red Bulls 2 in the conference final on the eastern side. Playing forward. Wayne Frederick he's on finally, the 98th minute. Playing forward. San Diego. I'm not that behind. There's no way I'm that behind. 83rd minute. There's no way I'm that behind. Playing forward. 83rd minute. 98th minute was when he came on. 106th minute. Side netting corner for San Diego. 84th minute. 84th minute. What a boring second half. Paredes and Kelsey coming on. Paredes and Kelsey coming on. Ayala and Paredes. Corner for San Diego. Ball crossed in. Header. Cleared away. Mosquera off. 84th minute. Free kick for Portland. 5 minutes plus stoppage time. There's a Paredes on Boca. 85th minute. CJ Dos Santos. 85th minute. Uh, 86 minutes. '86 minute, 4 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Two, 1, 2-1. '87th minute. Ten minutes to go in the Colorado game. 3-2 over there. '88th minute. Playing forward. Two minutes plus stoppage time. '88th minute. Goal kick. Current title race. Scottish Premiership Hearts. versus Celtic. Hearts are 8 points clear. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they're making me look stupid, aren't they? The Scottish Prem is making me look stupid, isn't it? I think, yeah, they're making me look stupid, aren't they? 89th minute. Hearts being at the top of the table, I got to tip my hat to them. Got to tip my hat. They're doing it right. They're doing it with Moneyball, and they're on top of the table. Hopefully it continues. It'd be awesome to see it happen. I won't lie. 89th minute. 1 minute plus stoppage time to go. 2-1. Ten seconds to go plus stoppage time. '90th minute, playing forward. 2-1 Dos Uno. How much stoppage time? 6 minutes. 6 more minutes for this match. '91st minute. Garza's playing good football in Scotland. First, 91st minute, caught. Bombino got a yellow card, 5 minutes to go. '91st minute. Put some respect on the Scottish Premiership. I will, as I said. San Diego won on the next game. Well, there's no other games tonight. '92 minutes. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow for World Series Game 3, but we'll see. 92 minutes. '92 minutes. Rapids 2 score. It is 2-4. 4-2. Oh, they just did. Okay. 4-2 Rapids 2. 1:15 minutes. 93rd minute, halfway through stoppage time. San Diego looked to be winning game 1. So far, it is a free kick there. Anthony gives one away. And no, that is a Harris assist. Free kick for Dreyer, 93rd minute. Rapids 2 are leading 4-2. Rapids 2 have the 4 goals. Headed away. '93rd minute, over the top. Go, 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 go. Ball crossed in and cleared to 94 minutes. Velde. Power of Wayne Frederick, 2nd overall draft, by the way. That league just ain't the old firm. Yeah, keep on. They're making me look stupid. What can I say? I was being harsh and it bit me in the ass. Good for them. I hope Hearts wins to prove something, to make me look even more stupider. Somon for Godoy. 94th minute, 2 minutes to go. Headed on. Anthony, ball crossed in. Out for a goal kick, 95th minute. Good for you, Mile High. The Steelers lost, but the Patriots won, so at least I'm happy. Hearts need to win. It's been about 40 years since Sir Alex Ferguson. And it might take United 40 years to win as well. So that'd be funny. If Hearts won before, it took them 40 years since Sir Alex. Now we can truly measure Man United against Hearts. Let's see if United can win 40 by 2053. 23, 33, 43, 53. Yeah, 2053. Let's see if they can win by then. Then they'll be better in Hearts. Wait. No, I think you're getting them mixed up with Aberdeen. Wait, no. Either way, though. No, I think you're getting them mixed up with Aberdeen. Either way, 96th minute. Yeah, I'll take a time to take a shot at United anyway. Free kick for Portland, 95-40. 20 seconds. Offside, Mighton. 96th minute. Ball gets cleared. Portland playing forward. Free kick for Portland. That is an achievement. I agree. Aberdeen won in 84 and 85. Yeah. Unless you're just talking about anybody but Celtic and Rangers. Seriously? Seriously, not since Aberdeen. It's been just Celtic and Rangers. Okay. I could have sworn Hearts got one or something like that. Okay. Even when, it was just Celtic, I guess, when Sevku got, relegated. So, okay. 97th minute. Pilcher gets a yellow card. Velde down. Gets a yellow card. Velde. Free kick over the top for Panamis. Headed on. Full time. And that's going to do it. 2-1 for San Diego. 2-1 esta noche. Hibs came second and close, but Aberdeen, but never won it. That's a win for San Diego. They get game 1. San Diego gets game 1. So, San Diego leads the series 1-0. Portland needs to win 2 in a row to move on, but at least they play Providence Park next. But they fought. There's always another game. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlists. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review of this match, and then I'll see you tomorrow for Game 3 of the World Series at 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern. So I'll see you tomorrow for Jays at Dodgers Game 3. We'll have a review out for this within the hour, and I'll see you then. 3 streams will be up later on after the review's up, all for the World Series. I'll see you later. I'm running. I'm out. Peace. See ya.